Auntie Jillian. Thank you for coming back to my channel. You know it's always going to be a real ting to the ting. And today I have a story time about when my family and I got hit by a drunk driver. It is a serious story, but at the same time, the delivery of it, because sometimes I get animated, might be a little bit funny. And if y'all are gonna laugh, you're gonna laugh, because sometimes when you look back at things, remember I said out of every negative you have to find a positive, and I mean there's a lot of negatives and positives within this story. So we were celebrating my birthday. I was born on May the 18th, 1990. Okay, I was born on May the 18th, and we went out to celebrate my birthday, and it was a whole bunch of us, but Uncle Warren, Miles, Milan, and I, we drove in our car, and we left the party. And on our way home, at a stoplight, we stopped, and all of a sudden, a jolt, something hit us from the back. And I'm like, what is this? So I'm saying, Miles, Milan, you guys are okay? We obviously got hit by a car. So I came out on the passenger side now, because I'm sitting in the front. And Uncle Warren, you guys have to know that Uncle Warren is as cool as a cucumber. Nothing phases this man. All right, I for all the coolness that he has, I'm the one that is, oh gosh, oh. I came out of the passenger side and I went up to the car and I see an older man driving and a younger guy, probably early 20s, sitting in the passenger side. So I march over there and I'm like, this time the window wasn't down, their window wasn't down, and my hands were like, what all you doing? What y'all doing? You can't see, you can't see? And then I get up to the passenger side. I didn't want to go onto the driver's side because cars were passing. Well, they were slowing down at this time because, you know, they're rubbernecking. They're trying to see what's going on. So I noticed the guy wasn't winding down the glass on the passenger side, and I'm knocking the glass. Oh, what happened? Open up the damn glass. Open up the window. So then he rolled it down, and oh my gosh, he didn't have to say one word to me. That car smelled like a rum shop, worse than a rum shop. Worse, Smokey and Bunty's in Trinidad doesn't even smell like a rum shop compared to what that car smelled like inside. So Uncle Warren comes up to the driver's side now, and the driver winds down the window, and he's talking to Uncle Warren like it's nothing. He's talking to him like, and I'm on the passenger side now, and so I'm facing Uncle Warren and looking at him, and I'm going, take him out the car, take him out the car. And I say, don't let me come over there, you know, don't let me come over there. And he's saying, Jillian, because, you know, when the Jamaican slang and twang comes out in him, that means he's a little bit agitated, just a little bit. So he's like, take it easy now, man. Wait for the police them to come. Wait for the police. I said, police what? Police gonna have to come for me. He almost killed my children. Anyhow, Uncle Warren and I start arguing back and forth. And Miles and them, they're like, yo, we could have been killed. We could have been killed. But anyhow, all I can remember is us arguing because I didn't know what to do, because these two in the car, one drunk out of his head, the one in the passenger side saying, I don't know, my dad was drinking. I mean, the whole situation, I just wanted to take them out and knock them down. I wanted to knock them silly. But anyways, this is coming from the man that I think we have to do a story time on, because the bank was being robbed, and he sat down and he said, Una, take it easy. Ain't nobody gonna dead here today. That is Uncle Warren. Calm, cool, and collective. Anyways, got my cell phone and I dial 911. And I start going crazy. I'm like, I'm leaning over through the passenger side and I'm saying to the man, I'm going, you could have killed my whole family. I said, your father is drunk. And he almost, if this situation was worse, he could have killed not only you, but he could have killed our whole family. My whole entire family could be killed because you got in a car with your father that was drinking and he's driving. So the kid, you know, he's scared. He had nothing to say. And we're waiting for police. But police start coming now. You hear sirens all over. And I'm talking to the boy and I'm saying, listen, I am sure that this is not the first time that your dad has done this. You are old enough to know not to get into a car with somebody that's drunk. I mean, imagine how this could have turned out. And I'm just trying to knock some sense into the guy's head, and he's just sitting there like he's scared. And I understand that he's scared. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's your father, if it's your uncle, it doesn't matter who it is. You just don't get in a car with someone that is this drunk. Not even the legal limit. He's over the legal limit. And of course, you have Uncle Warren in the background saying, Jillian, no need to lecture the boy. Let the police handle it. Well, there you go. That, for those of you that didn't understand it, he said there was no need for me to lecture the boy. Let the police handle it. And I said, please let there be 3 cruisers coming up in here, because they're gonna need one for Uncle Warren, one for me, and one for the drunk man, because I don't know which one out of the 2 I wanted to strangle the most. So, police comes. Sirens everywhere. There must have been 4 cop cars that came up, and the police comes out of the car and he walks up and he says, sir, come out of the car. And they did everything. They even smelled, they went, holy smokes, this whole car smells like alcohol. And they took him, the driver, into the back seat and they started to question him. And the son and I, he started to talk a little bit and he was scared. I feel for some reason that it might have been a good thing that he hit us, because right after that stoplight, the traffic, the cars were going to be going one lane. So northbound, southbound, and northbound. So had he not have hit us, and as soon as he crossed that light, and he only had one lane to go down, and then there was oncoming traffic, listen, the situation would have been probably deadly, very serious for someone else. See, we only had a dent in the back of my truck, but imagine him coming on head-on collision with another car that perhaps could have had a family in it. And it doesn't even matter if there's a family. Yeah, you're killing generations, right? Possibility. But I mean, there's someone in there that is somebody's loved one, and their life is being snuffed out because of a drunk driver. This is real life. This is real thing, right? It's a real thing. And we come to crossroads. Many of us, all of us, at some point in our life, and we have to know, are we gonna go beyond that, or are we gonna stop? Are we gonna dodge that bullet and think about what we're gonna do? Or are we gonna take that chance and suffer the repercussions? So we all have that crossroad, and that's another moral to this story. Put the accident aside. It's just, for some reason, this crossroad was the difference between staying safe and going into danger. And it so happened that my family, we got used at the crossroad for an example. I so believe it. And we weren't ever going to be injured in that. But we were the crossroad, and sometimes you have to buck up on somebody to wake you up, right? And then, of course, the obvious moral of this story is, please take the keys of someone that you know has been drinking excessively. So you guys, listen, it's all about power and positivity. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys again real soon. Bye!
Yeah.